Rachel from All About the House. You can find me on Etsy if you do a search for All About the House with no spaces. So this is my printable shop. I have a ton of organization printables, including printable planners, planner stickers, recipe binders, heaps of different types of printables that you can print at home and add to your planner or use to organize your home or your business. So in this video I'm going to show you how to print some of my planner stickers. So I've got over 350 stickers to choose from. I've become a little bit obsessed with creating printable stickers over the past couple of years. So this process to print my planner stickers is the same for any type of sticker that you want to use. So these are some in the shop. I'm just going to use these birthday stickers to demonstrate. So when you purchase one of my planner stickers, you'll get a PDF file and a JPEG file. You can print either of them. The JPEG file will work with a silhouette machine if you want to set it up so that it will cut for you if you don't want to cut it by hand, or you can use the PDF file to print onto full sheet label paper and cut. These stickers here that I'm showing you are pre-sized to fit online labels, label sheet, which is OL 1100 is the code, and that sticker sheet is pre-cut, so when you print the stickers, these white lines here are the cutting lines, so all you need to do is peel and stick. Or if you don't want to purchase that specific label paper, you can print onto full sheet and then cut. I used to use a paper trimmer, but I found that took quite a long time and the blade would wear out quite quickly, and it wasn't good if I was cutting multiple sheets at once. So now I use a paper guillotine, and I can cut usually about 5 sheets all at once, and it's much quicker, and I find the blade lasts longer as well. So to print these stickers, I'm just going to show you in the PDF file. It's a similar process for the JPEG. If you're not sure, go with the PDF file. I've found that that tends to print better than the JPEG because there's more printer options when you print a PDF. So if in doubt, go with the PDF, and if you're finding the PDF isn't printing nicely with your printer, then try the JPEG. So go File, Print. I have only ever used and highly recommend Canon printers. So I've purchased a couple of them over the years, ranging from the 2100 series, which I bought about 5 years ago, and that one's a very bottom of the line entry-level printer. They still print fine on that printer, and I've also upgraded recently to the 6400 model, which is quite higher up in the range. So the only cost me about, I think it was $200 for the 6400, and it's totally worth it. It prints the colors really nice, especially on glossy sticker paper. You can also use matte sticker paper. The matte type is usually works with most pens and is easier to write on. The glossy full sheet label paper that I purchase, I get it from eBay, which is a lot cheaper than purchasing the Avery brand label paper. You don't have to use Avery. There's tons of different types of label papers that you can use, and they're all pretty much the same thing. I've got a list of places where you can buy label paper from, which I'll include below this video. I've got it in a blog post. So you can choose wherever you want to buy it from, depending on shipping is usually the deciding factor for me, which makes it more expensive to purchase Avery. But if I purchase it from eBay, I can get it from Australia, which is where I live, and it's a lot cheaper. So I always select actual size, which means because I live in Australia, we use A4 size paper, but all of my sticker sheets are sized at 8.5 by 11 inches. It doesn't matter what sort of page size you're printing them on. You can print it on A4 or letter size. Nothing will get cut off. They'll print the same size. You won't lose, they won't shrink or anything like that. Just make sure that you select actual size. If you're printing on A4, you'll see that this red cutting line appears in the print preview. So all that means is that you're going to cut off a bit of the white space on the margins. You're not going to actually cut any of the stickers off, they'll stay the same size. If you choose fit, however, what's going to happen is the stickers will shrink a little bit, so they won't stay at 1.5 inch wide by 0.5 inch high. They may reduce to like 1.4 inch wide. So 1.5 inch wide fits the width of the Erin Condren Life Planner vertical version, and it's also a common size for most planners, which is why I've created them at 1.5 inch wide. So if you want to keep them at 1.5 inch wide, make sure you select actual size. If you want to use my planner stickers, for example the icon stickers or list making, etc., any of those sort of stickers in a personal planner where the pages are a bit smaller, what you can do is click this custom scale option. So 100% will print it at the actual size, so this size here, 1.5 by 0.5. If you shrink it to 50%, they'll obviously be half that size. So you can play around with the percentage, maybe try 80% for a personal planner, depending on how much room you want to write, or if you just want the icon stickers, you can shrink them right down. It's totally up to you what percentage you want to scale it at. So I'm just going to choose actual size, and then orientation. All of my labels, printable planner stickers are at portrait page orientation, except for the sidebar stickers, which are landscape. So make sure for these ones that you've selected portrait, and if you're printing some of the sidebar stickers, for example the bill due or the anything list, then they'll be landscape. So then what I do is go to the properties menu. Now all printer menus are different, so yours might not say properties, yours might say printer options or advanced options or settings or something like that. So we just select properties or the equivalent in your printer menu, and then what I like to do, I've got the paper size set at A4 and portrait, is change the media type. So you can print the planner stickers on plain paper and then cut and use glue to add them to your planner or your calendar or however you want to use them, or you can print them on cardstock, or what I do is print on full sheet glossy sticker paper. So when I print on that, I change it from plain paper to photo paper plus semi-gloss is the type that I used. Your printer may not have as many of these options for different types of photo paper. If so, just make sure you choose photo paper if that's an option. Full sheet sticker paper or label paper, whatever you want to call it, is pretty much the same as photo paper. It's just got the sticky backing, and photo paper does not. So I always choose photo paper when I'm printing onto glossy. If you don't have this separate menu for photo papers, it may be down here in other papers, and it may be just an option in here. So change your paper type, and then depending on the version of your printer, so if you've got an entry-level model or a cheaper model in the range, you may not be able to change the print quality. It may just default to standard. Because my printer is near the top of the Canon range, I've got the option to select high for print quality. If you've got the option, always choose high for the print quality. Standard will still print nicely, but high may prevent a bit more blurring. The images may come out more crisp. So if you've got the option, choose high. If not, go with standard. It's not going to make a huge difference, and it's not worth rushing out to buying another printer just to make sure you've got print quality set on high. So then the other thing that you can do is choose borderless if you have that option in your printer menu. It will give you this warning message. It's not necessary to select borderless, but if you are printing, for example, and you're scaling it down, and you're printing on, so this is a letter size template, let's say you're printing onto A4 and you're scaling it down, then you may want to change it to borderless. It's not an essential setting. If you don't have it, don't worry about it. It's just going to help depending on your type of printer where it's going to cut off. So this one, it's fine. It's keeping all of the stickers on the template, but if yours is showing, for example, that it's cutting a little bit into one of these stickers, then select borderless and it'll give you a little bit more of a margin on the edge of your page. So it's not an essential item to tick off, it's just an extra option if your printer is having trouble with printing on A4 page size when this is a letter size label sheet. I've not had an issue, and I don't need to select borderless when I print. So these are the menus here. Pretty much the same thing as this quick setup menu, just in more detail. One thing to note, when you load your label paper into your paper tray of your printer, my printer will only accept it if I put the glossy side, or the side that I want the stickers to print on, face down. So that's the side that you don't see when you put it in your printer, because when it comes out of the printer, if you can see in this little diagram, the glossy side turns, so then it's face up. So you want to make sure that the glossy side is face down when you feed it into your printer. If you're not sure which way that your printer accepts the paper to be fed into it, make sure you do a test print on perhaps plain paper and in grayscale, and then you can test that and not waste sticker sheets or color, because all printers are different. Yours may want you to feed the paper in upright, not face down. Page setup is pretty much the same as this quick setup menu. It's got the option here if you want to do the scaling, etc. We don't need to select anything because we've already selected it in the quick setup menu. Now if you're finding that the colors are printing maybe a little smudgy or they're not as bright, you may need to change your ink cartridge because it may be running low, or the other option is to do a print clean. So if the colors aren't printing nicely or you're getting a bit of smudging, choose the cleaning option, and sometimes I also go with the roller cleaning. And when I put label paper in my printer, I only feed it one sheet at a time because I've found that it can, if I've got two sheets in there, it can pick up both of those sheets and then try and print at the same time, which can cause a printer jam, which is what you don't want. So make sure that you just feed it one at a time into your printer. So that is how you print some of my planner stickers from All About the House. It's the same process no matter what type of stickers you purchase, whether it's these 1.5 times 0.5 inch wide, or if you purchase the half-inch square icon stickers or the list making stickers. It's the same process for any type of sticker. I hope you found this tutorial helpful, and if you have any questions about printing, just leave a comment below, or you can send an email to allaboutthehouseetsy@gmail.com. Thanks for watching.